Now, the person who is going to start in first place on the grid, what do we call that position?
We call that pole position.
Pole position. So that person gets pole, that person's going to start first. That's not always a good thing, though. Because depending on the track, sometimes being first is not always the best idea.
Sometimes if it's a certain type of track,
Mm-hmm.
that's why they practice it, so you know what type of track you're going to go with.
Exactly right.
So if you see, I'm going to be pole, and it's one of those tracks that you don't want to be pole on, then you might want to slow down and Landon might want to slow down and go to second.
Mm-hmm. And let
And
somebody
then
else.
Max, or let whoever's going to go in front
Exactly
go in
right.
front of him, and he gets second.
Exactly right.
So
So
then
they're
he
going to
can
start second.
overtake.
That's right. Exactly right. Because sometimes, like, let's say that they're going to start on first, right, on pole in a certain track. And that side of the track might be a little bit dirtier, right? It might have a little bit more dusty, more sandy, depending on where they are in the world, versus where they are starting on second. And then that person who started on pole might have a little bit of trouble getting some more traction to be able to keep that lead, right? So it's not always going to work out to their benefit. Very, very good. So the second type of race weekend sometimes that we have is what we call the sprint race weekend that you mentioned. What happens during sprint race?